Woe is me. Woe my child. Woe my belly. Woe my belly inflation king. Hey guys, did you know? You can now wishlist this game on Steam. And also, make sure to check out their Kickstarter for any dev progress. Hey guys, before we begin, I'd just like to give huge thanks to people who have supported me thus far. Sebastian, Victor H, Darius Stan, CC Anthony, Gamer Oz, Jan Van S, Null, Irregular Inspector, Zax, Ice Trainers, Rocky, Abdullah, Pandora, Dominic Ruiz, Elizana, Russell, Yo-Yo Dre, Ryder Evans, Timber Broski, Fomarin, Thomas Good, Matt, Hersusman, and everybody at the Luncheoneers and the Sweet Samplers. Thanks, guys, for all the love and support. Now, I apparently have a backlog of games to cover, so I'm gonna cover those and then get into animation, and hopefully things get done. I'm a little oral today, I guess you could say. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was a bit messy, but we got it everything. Anyways, welcome to Orc Covenant, and I heard there are Orc daddies. Teehee. Jade Fortress Zelevint. Visikova. I said to my son, they put down their clubs, they don't want to fight no more. Let's do the peace treaty now, make the ceasefire permanent. It's obvious, it should have been done a long time ago, just get it done. The Prince Gallant's a genius with this sort of stuff, you should see how amazing he is. I knew he could go to the Orc camp, talk circles around those idiots and get us a beautiful treaty. The beautiful treaty. Yes. Yes, the beautiful treaty. Sorry, I had to adjust the things. A secret mission, just him and a squire. Think of how tremendous it would be, finally brought to peace to the elves and the orcs, everyone would. How long has he been gone? 6 weeks. Oh no. Whatever could have happened. He's gotta be fine, the question is why hasn't the squire come back with an update? Oh really? Things might not have gone to plan, these orcs are animals, sick freaks, they might not have let him talk. So you want me to rescue your son, that's why you called me. This has to be done quietly and still needs a peace treaty. You saw how things are, I can't have this blow up. People hate me for no good reason. They cry taxes, tributes, that, whatever. You imagine what they'll say when they find out I can't fix with the orcs? They'll revolt all over again. No, I need to win. Get my son back and get that treaty signed. You go and wave your magic wand around, do whatever you do, and shut up. Wow. If you wanted a treaty with these orcs, then why didn't you send your wife? Don't start with that, you don't know anything about that. Well, they could be doing him right now, those animals. They could be. What makes you think he's still alive? He's got to be. What was I thinking sending him there? You thought everything was easy. And that everyone else in the world is a moron except for you. It never crossed your mind that if it were so easy to make peace, my father would have done it decades ago. My father had struggles as a king, just as anyone would, but he was wise. He gave everything he had to his people. You are nothing but a con artist and a murderer. Oh, we saying it straight, huh? I just realized the volume was really loud. I'll tweak that. You're being unfair to me, Zareth. Very Shut up. What makes you think I would ever help you or your reprobate son? You're the only one who can help me. If I send the army, they'll kill him for sure. I have to do this quietly. You could just go in and wave around your wand. And I asked you why. Because listen to this, you get my son back, you get that treaty signed, and the throne is yours. I'll step down, you'll be king. That's a pretty good deal. You used to be the prince, and now you got to be king. I thought your simple-mindedness an act to trick foolish elves into thinking you were one of them. Now I see firsthand you truly are a half-wit. I offer you the throne, and you talk to me like this? Unbelievable. You're obviously lying. I don't lie, you lie all the time. And you're clumsy about it. You were just saying earlier that you needed a win. Why would you, unless you plan to stay on the throne? What I need is my son back in one piece, and the treaty. What do you want? I'll give you anything you want. Let's make a pact. I'll retrieve your son. If he's still alive, he's alive. And I'll convince the orcs to sign a treaty. In exchange, you will abdicate your throne to me, and grant me one more gift. What else could you want? Listen, if you're going to ask for my head, forget it. I see the hate in your eyes. I bet you'd kill me if I didn't have the protection spell over this throne. You've got everything all wrong. Your father was executed because he was a criminal. It had to be done. I don't deserve to. Enough. I'll tell you what my final price is after I've delivered on my side of the bargain. Do you accept? I accept. Wow, 2 pricks. What in the Taylor Lautner's? Sorry. Taylor. Oh, he's so handsome. Also this. Oh. Ho ho. Why you peeking out like that? Cover up. You should cover up. Teehee. Teehee. You obviously have something to say, so just come out and say it. Lagra. Finally! You could have used telepathy. Why speak with our minds when we're all alone? I like to see the scenery sometimes. Oh, sometimes. You see just fine from my pocket. Well, I guess that's true. What final price are you going to ask from him? When the doors close, you look for an open window. When portals close, you mean. We're done with that. Well, good, but still, you know he's not going to keep his word. Could you even speak to that monster? You should know better than to question my schemes. I might not question them if I had some more clues. The orcs were never part of your plan. Maybe they should have been. Perhaps that would have saved me years of wasted effort. In any case, this is a chance to make peace with them. The kingdom will be better for it. How will this help you make it your kingdom? He'll never abdicate. You'll see. I don't need his abdication. And will you rescue Prince Galen? Don't call him by my title. Will you rescue your cousin? I have no interest in him. If he's alive and if he grovels sufficiently, I might save him. Bring back his dead body is what I expect. It's unlikely he survived this long, yet here you are, headed down the same path he must have gone. Look. There are ways to convince your survival. I'm not Galen, true enough. Yay, Orc encampment. Mighty chieftain. Another full elf has come to give us horse meat. You eat your horses? This can be awkward. Huh. 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 Help. Help. Help me. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all of them. And here I am, stuck in the middle. Woe is me. Woe my child. Woe my belly. Woe my belly inflation king. What kind of elf would we face the gauntlet? The guard say came along alone is very quiet. An elf that bold must have tricks up his sleeve. You think me afraid? Just give me counsel as you commanded. Bring him in. They look angry. Keep your pocket unzipped in case you need me. Speak, elf scum. Why have you trespassed? I will face an orc gauntlet in exchange for the opportunity to negotiate a treaty between our two peoples. Just to get this audience. Yes, and through that trial I'll prove I'm worthy of your attention. No elf could survive the gauntlet. Are you mad? Not mad. I think something else, mighty chieftain. Could this be Zareth, the former prince of Zellerwind, who became a master sorcerer? I'm sorry, what's with those faces? That mouth. What that mouth do? What those abs do? But I pledged on my honor not to use my magic during the gauntlet. Then you will die. Be still. Yes, Yundril. Here stands you before you an elf cousin. Zareth is the son of Celeste's brother, the former elf king. You dare speak her name? I claim none of these deceitful elves as my kin. My apologies, I only wondered if a relative to your son might escape death, mighty chieftain. He brought his own demise upon him by trespassing here, and still worse by demanding a gauntlet. Give him what he wants. Thok, fetch the elf a weapon. That's not the kind of gauntlet I'm asking for. Not like this. No. Think of the sensibilities. Think of my viewers. Actually, keep going. If it's for my viewers, keep going. Oh, everybody's blushing. He thinks this gauntlet is a true orc ritual and not merely a joke. Well, let's not be too hasty. Yes, even this may prove too much. Let's see if he keeps his word. Oh, he's not bad looking for an elf. He's a gift from the ancestors, just like the other one. What happened to him? Pork. Yeah, Chief. Fetch some, good stuff. No need to break our toys. Oh, that was messy. You've earned your free gun. Free gun and trespass no more. No, our bargain was to allow me to negotiate. You think we'd ever sign a treaty with your kind? I may fail. But you must at least let me try. Let's keep him around for now. He's amusing, if nothing else. I offer you your life and you dare ask for more. Tread carefully, elf. My patience with your kind is thin. Orc, put him in the empty tent and guard. Perhaps I could take him? I might better learn his motives. Do as you will. I can sense what's going on there. I am Karn, shaman of the Reaver line. Dagroth trusts my counsel. You came at the behest of the king? Yes. The king who saw your father executed and stole his throne? Oh dear. Regardless of who's on the throne, this war causes devastation for both. No doubt you're clever, but I hadn't expected you to be a Well, surprises are deceiving. Elves are notoriously prudish. It's a failing of our kind. But not you. You do whatever it takes to achieve. I sense we're the same in that regard. Perhaps so. You may not trust me now, but I could be your greatest ally here. Who knows, perhaps your real goals and my own are not so far apart. What are your goals? Not now it is I who do not trust you. Might I guess you've great ambitions, perhaps even to become chieftain? Who wants to lead these broods? I'd never be violent or angry enough to please them. You look down on your own kind? Some of them, just as I'm sure you do towards the fools in your own land. Very astute. My goals are not so treacherous. Here we are, living in tents in a damp forest. We've been gifted 3 horses in the last few months. And what do we do with them? Do with saddles so we can travel further with our blisters of our own feet? Do we hitch them to carts so our backs aren't breaking? No, we slaughter them and throw them on the fire. They're not tools, they're meat. The only tools we respect are swords, clubs, and spears. The same as you refined and lovely elves enjoy, in a world where the precious and powerless survive easily. Walls instead of hide tents, floors instead of dirt. Oh, do you want a better civilization? By the way, you're wondering why I'm quiet. Well, it's because I'm in a cafe. And as a cafe fare, I gotta respect of silence. I'm interested with Karn and his motives. You're not here on behalf of your king or your people. I'm sincere in wanting this war over, not if it doesn't benefit the rest of your agenda. I'll be candid with you, Zareth. Now be candid with me. We are cunning men, Karn. I won't insult you by claiming my goals are purely altruistic, but if we're to scheme together, I must trust you utterly. We're not there yet. Hear me when I tell you this. I can give you all that you desire. What if that includes you? Oh, Karn. You got away with words, Karn. Hold on now. You're wasted on these men who can scarcely get them into you fast enough. What happened in the meeting tent would have been obscene had you not been so wanton. That's not how one as precious as you were meant to be taken. Karn, you'll have me on a bed of silken sheets with pillows of down and a canopy of the lightest muslin. Not in the dirt like a squealing hog. No dirt, no audience, sweet kisses and gentle caress that drew out goosebumps. You'll hear my soft cries of ecstasy as you exhaust my delicate... Wow! We're going Shakespearean here. Shakespeare. How much more is there? I care not for thieves, elf, no matter how pretty a package they come in. You say I'm more of a merchant, selling wares you can't resist. What is that? This may even be the last time I dare speak to you. Oh no, he could have helped us. He still can if we wish it. You stay put, no mucking about. Wow, the theme changed. Don't make us have to bang you again. You know, like to teach you a lesson. Be alright, shame that. Now move along. I'm here because I wish to be. He's a cheeky bugger, that one, full of spunk. Yeah, and some of it is mine. Oh. These two. These two. Why? These two. These two. Anyway. Gotta admit, they already hashed out a good chunk of the lore. Today was everything I could have hoped for and more. So this is why you accepted the mission to live out your orc fantasies? You'd think I'd risk my life just for a good one? Yes. No, Lagra, that's just a perk. There's great potential here. They're as mighty as any demon army I could summon. Coming here is far less risky than using the scrolls. But you still run on the same problem. They aren't going to obey you. Not yet. How do you plan to manipulate? That Orc Council is the key. One of them needs to be my advocate. The others will listen to him. What Orc Council? The four who faced us in the tent. They're the ones with the most power here. So I plan to seduce the chieftain, the Yundril, Kurdan, or Karn. That's the plan. Which one? I haven't decided yet. Chieftain seems most obvious, and the most difficult. Maybe a half-elf cousin would get close to you? He has more incentive to hate me than the others. Or at least appears to. Kurdan then. He was bewitched when he saw you naked. Who knows how much influence the second-born really has? That leaves the shaman. Karn already showed an interest in working with you, and he reminds me of Uncle Redan. But scheming as schemer is a challenge fraught with peril. Why don't I just fly us home? We risk our lives every moment we stay. Trust your master dragon. These orcs are our ticket to reclaiming the Zellerwind throne. Doesn't matter the history here, they still couldn't help but be enchanted. I hope you're right. Have I ever been wrong? Need I remind you of when you tried to summon the demon Balask? Don't say that name. He knows he fucked up. Oh, is that it? Oh, there's more. I brought him food. Why is he getting fed? I ain't hard about it all day. Me neither. You eat and I'll watch him. You should get to eat some of it, cause you know, it's his fucking horse. What, they ate his... Wow. Rude. Eat and take water, elf. If it pleases you, call me Zareth, and if it would not displease you, call me Kurdan. Don't do this. What? Don't try to make me like you. The only way we can have peace is if you elves surrender and we conquer you. That's what the gods have said. We're supposed to rule, you're supposed to serve us. Anything other than that goes against my religion. I see you're a man of great conviction. I'm impressed. Wait, you're flattering me. I'm not going to help you get a treaty. Is it wrong to even befriend you? I've been alone for hours. I yearn for companionship. I don't trust you. I wouldn't expect you to. At least let me try to earn your trust. Your teachings in the place of Durok? You know of Durok? One fascinated with your kind? I've read every orc scroll I can find. Liar, you've only sought out orc naughty scrolls. Some of those mock Durok, hence I know of him in passing. So have I, but there's not much out there, and reading's hard and everyone thinks it's dumb. We used to read a lot more, so grandmother says, but a long time ago has gone by since then. There's not many books left. Maybe you should look at some elf books. Durok is part of our canon too. How could he be? We seek to learn from the wise. The orc Durok was one of the wisest, but he said we're supposed to rule you. He has long parts about it. Long parts about it. Makes valid points. One can attain great humility in service. It may be an elf-sized calling. The elves are the weakest of species. Their bodies are frail, the bones thin. They are more vulnerable than even humans. They use cunning and deceit to survive, but this is their greatest failing. They curse them to be the lesser species, blah blah blah, fizz. Blah 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 blah. Really did study him. See, it's just like I said. Did you read all of the 7 scrolls? He knows the will of Silphus and Cineas better than anyone. They're very compelling, I must admit, and I say this as an elf. I think you'd find our interpretation fascinating. You decided what his scrolls mean, but why would elves do that? Shall I get them for you? No, don't get me anything. Elves are bad. You'll lie and twist things around. But do you have any of his midlife writings? The years he lived among elves? It's a big blank in his books. Aw, he wants books! We're an asshole though. But I still don't trust you. I know, you're very wise. He's denser than a brick. Wow, we are really laying it on. Okay, so we're bribing them with the wonders of books. That's fine. Your guards are back. I need to get my own supper. See me tomorrow to read the scrolls. You're too well read and know his works to be fooled, but you'll do anything to get your treaty, probably. I should stay away from you before I get tricked. Oh no, and things were going so well. He's a dull contender. If I ask the guards to bring me to his tent, he'll be mine. We're not eating the horse, are we? It would dishonor the beast more to waste him. I need to keep up my strength. Yes, true, and you must replenish your fluids. All that Kyom probably left you dehydrated. We eat, then sleep. Tomorrow's another busy day. There's a dream. You made it through your first night in the Orc camp. I've just been thinking that Lars or Kurdan, he has deep convictions. He'll be yours utterly, but can you subjugate yourself like that? After you get what you want from the orcs, what becomes of them after? Why would that concern you? You won't be cruel, will you? All that matters is destroying Krumkel, ending the feudal war with the orcs. I won't focus on anything else. I have a message from my father. Finally, I thought they forgot about you. Teasums. What crawled up his ass? We're just doing our jobs, mate. The chieftain will meet with you. I came to deliver the message. I'm afraid of no one, least of all you. Then why won't you speak to me? You haven't even looked at me. I have nothing to say to one of your kind. You're half-elf. I have no control over who bore me. My elf half is a curse I've sought to overcome my entire life. I'm as mighty as any orc, and you'd best not forget it. Of that I have no doubt, but why forsake your elf heritage? You could benefit both cultures. My mother was an elf, the most deceitful and treacherous of your kind. She abandoned me and my father when I was but a toddler. She played with our tribe until we amused her no longer. Then she went back to Zelowin to marry your disgusting King Trumpel. She chose being a queen rather than staying with the man who loved her and the child she'd borne him. I am past 30 years, and never once has she visited. Never once has she sought a word about me. Did your father say why she left him? There was no cause, no quarrel. She hadn't even the decency to leave him a note. Did he not find that strange? He did, in the beginning. He searched for her for months, believing her kidnapped by goblins. Then we learned the truth. She'd gone to marry the king. She left simply because it suited her whims. To hell with her lover and child. I know I haven't earned your trust. You'll never earn it. But there are things you don't know about my aunt, your mother. Questions that are still unanswered after all these decades. I doubt you're ready to hear the truth, especially when it comes from me, but let me share one thing. Trumkel is a con man who fooled our people into believing my father was unfit to rule because you orcs had taken over this place, our ancestral forest. He stole the throne through lies and false promises, just like an elf. He beheaded my father right in front of me, a child of only 8 years. Bore you with the strife I suffered after. Hold on, go back there. Look at that look, playing up the drama. Trumkel knew the royal line was strong and that he could be no more than an acting king until I become of age to rule. Even my uncle Rendan had a more valid claim. The only way Trumkel could secure his throne was to marry into the royal family. Your mother, sister of my father, was the only bride who could have given legitimacy. I won't expect you to believe anything. Trust must be earned. I've done nothing to prove myself, but I endured the gauntlet to be here and to speak to you now. Won't you at least follow your orc customs and give me a chance to earn your respect? It wasn't a true gauntlet. It was real to me. I'm just an elf. I could never challenge an orc in battle. Your mother abandoned you, your father was murdered before me. As much as you loathe my kind, we as men have both suffered, and we are also family. I don't want you to be my family. You made that clear. An elf who refused to leave when you offered your life. You're not the weak coward I thought you would be. You're beautiful, disgustingly sexy. Well, you're better as a mate than a brother. Oh, great. Sweet home Alabama. You've only known of one elf in your life, and you need to know much more about her. I'm the elf who stands up to your kind without fear. Judge me by my own merits. Not like this. I'm trying to convince them to sign a peace treaty, not give them even more reason to hate elves. Just popping in, make sure you got enough water, seeing if you need a shit break, what have you. Bed comfy enough for you? Did you ask him yet? I'm getting to it. We expect you're quite bored in here. We were just wondering. Fancy three-way? Aren't I meeting with your chieftain shortly? Yeah, I got a couple hours till then. That's a right proper meeting too, not a shag. Wow, these people are eager. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He chose this over me and her own son. You haven't enough guards, nor cages, nor chains. Conquering a king is one thing, a people still another. We'll never stop fighting. Then you'll die. Even genocide is impractical, and it's unwarranted. It's true these same people revolted on the left. Keeping here is only abetting your schemes. I could help your tribe enter the walls of Zellerwind. Isn't that worth tolerating me a bit longer? You're refining your weapons and treating the injured. I saw this as I walked through the camp. You know it won't be enough to end this war. What do elves know of war? You've taught us much. I bet we have. I should have had Karn here to shield me from your manipulation. Karn sees value in my presence also. You think all elves are treacherous. You've also heard that we're prudish. I disproved the latter, haven't I? I must agree with that. Slut, you are truly Celeste's nephew, as free-spirited and horny as her. Such a trait is found in all my kin. We have no reservations when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. Dion's policies were liberal and sensible. Trimkel used our tolerance to condemn us. Why would he send you to negotiate this treaty? He was desperate. I'm the only elf who wields powerful magic. He sent me to rescue the one who had arrived earlier. Let's make him sending me here the greatest mistake of his reign. We'll destroy him together. Open your gates for us. I guarantee Trimkel will die. I will open our gates, but not if it means the genocide or enslavement of my people. There's much I can offer you that will be of greater benefit than merely revenge. I'll only let you think this. Yes, I must come to trust you as well, chieftain. I already admire you, respect you. You're wise and worthy of BB's lead. Even mightier than what I imagined. Now you seek to seduce me. Didn't I please you before? With my mouth and my body? Don't think me some idiot who ruled by the loins. I learned my lesson with your kind. I won't be betrayed again. Well, the guards are coming. They can't push me away with one arm while pulling me close with the other. Straight away. What's that? Goblins are raiding. No time, let's stick him in here with the other. That's the cousin. Counter spell. Okay, that's interesting. Hold on, I'm only rushing through because it's getting a little embarrassing here. Shall we consider them one by one? Karn reminds us of Radan. Might be able to convince the chieftain if he gets what he wants, which is just some elf luxury, no great trial. Next you met Kurdan, the younger son, but first in line. Though he doesn't truly want it, but he wants you, there's no doubt. Yundril, the eldest son and half-breed, he hates elves, his mother most of all. He has an elf fetish. And the last, that's the chieftain, who'll be the one to decide if we get a treaty. It's so cruel using someone then throwing them away. It just proves them right about how treacherous elves are. I'll do what I must to achieve the goal, Slagra. It can be no other way. I don't agree, but whom do you choose? His conflict with himself is the crux of the issue. The orcs hate the elves when they should only hate one elf. If I resolve his self-loathing, I can cure the whole tribe of their hate, including the chieftain. He seems the greatest challenge. He's a challenge, but not the greatest. Yundil is at odds with his own brother. He needs a friend. I can benefit him in one more way than merely ending the war. This is really compelling. I thought you weren't afraid of me. You're not supposed to be here. Where are your guards? Out here. You want us to grab him? Please let me stay. What do you want? You know what? I told you not to call me that. Sorry, Foppy. His name's Foppy. Foppy, I told you before, elves are meant to serve orcs. That's why you're here, to do what is right for you to do. He looks like someone from West Hollywood. You know, one of those TikTok gays? Galen just came in. I know they don't have doors here, but you should have announced yourself before entering. How did he even find you? You're Zareth. My father sent you to rescue me, right? Then what are you waiting for? The guards are swimming and the rest are off on a hunt. This is your chance. Oh, the guards must have told him you were here. Or maybe you never planned to rescue me at all. You denied it when I asked you before. Maybe you're just here to scheme towards your own agenda. I don't need this one hanging around meddling. Very well, I'll get you out of here, but we must be quick. Quick, so you can race back here and continue your schemes? Are we going or what? What are you plotting? To get a treaty so you can return to Zelorwyn in glory and usurp my father? Your father is so worried about you, he offered me the throne just to rescue you. Why would you tell him that? My getting a treaty is part of the bargain as well. So escaping with you isn't just forfeiting my prize of the treaty, it's giving you the throne. Your father was obviously lying to me, just as he always does. Watch your tongue. I seek the treaty because it's in the best interests of Zelorwyn. Exactly, and I will be the one to make it happen. Really? Yes, fool. Things have gone exactly to my plan from the start. It was part of your plan to get your squire killed in the gang, and then gang bang. What? He called the feeble during the introduction, that's why he died, and I had to sell my skills to them to ensure. Wow. Oh, it already finished. Sorry. Anyway, guys, make sure to support the game. This is just a beta, and I'll share the links around, I suppose. Because, you know, the other site won't let me post links. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. This was a great little foray into the expedition. TheCaliMack is signing off. Hope you're doing well. Bye for now. And I gotta hide from the cafe. Boop.